Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Wednesday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Alex Resila.
And I'm Katie Husband. Today is February 16th, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts now.
President Obama will sign a law into effect tomorrow which names a new courthouse after a federal judge. John Roll was shot and killed last month during the shooting rampage in Tucson, Arizona. The judge had stopped by a constituent open house to visit local Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. Roll and Giffords worked together to secure funding for the new federal courthouse in Yuma. The judge had also approved the design for the building shortly before his death. Construction on the courthouse is scheduled to begin in July.
One of President Obama's top cabinet secretaries went to Capitol Hill today to go to bat for the White House's 2012 budget proposal. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner testified before the House Budget Committee. He told lawmakers that the spending plan will help to get America's economy back on track.
And we do that by presenting a detailed, comprehensive multi-year plan to cut spending and to reduce deficits. Our deficits are too high and they are unsustainable. Left unaddressed, they will hurt economic growth and leave us weaker as a nation. We have to restore fiscal responsibility and go back to living within our means.
The chair of the House Budget Committee is continuing to raise questions about the White House proposal. Republican Congressman Paul Ryan said Americans are tired of, quote, empty promises and leaders who fail to lead. And now we'll check our current conditions outside with meteorologist Tara Hecky. Tara, what's it looking like out there?
Thanks, Katie. Hello, everyone, and good evening. I'm meteorologist Tara Hecky. I'm outside the campus center taking a look at our current conditions. We're at 35 degrees under mostly cloudy skies and light winds from the south. We're going to see our first chance of spring. Tomorrow, a warm mass of air will be moving through, bringing us mild temperatures and, sadly, some rain. Now, I would like to introduce to you Mr. Frosty. He will be melting tomorrow. I'll let you know when he'll be melting, at what temperature he will be melting when I get back inside. Now back to the desk.
And we all hope Frosty doesn't melt. It's not called the third rail of politics for nothing. Messing with Social Security is often a career killer for politicians. But with an enormous budget deficit looming, more pressure is on the president to make changes to Social Security and other big entitlement programs. Samantha Hayes reports from Washington.
The strongest criticism of President Barack Obama's proposed 2012 budget came not from critics on Capitol Hill Wednesday, but the Republican governor of New Jersey.
What I'm concerned about is there's not a mention of entitlements in the budget.
Entitlements, Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security are the most expensive programs in the federal budget and the most protected. Christie chided Washington politicians for not talking specifics.
You're going to have to raise the retirement age for Social Security. Oh, I just said it, and I'm still standing here.
Raising the retirement age would be an unpopular move for the president. In a news conference Tuesday, Mr. Obama offered to work with Republicans, but provided no details.
I'm confident we can get Social Security done in the same way that Ronald Reagan and Tip O'Neill were able to get it done, by parties coming together.
Republicans responded in kind.
That needs to be done carefully. We need the input of the president. Can't just be thrown on the floor.
Word from the White House Wednesday indicates that any substantive talk of entitlement reform won't happen out in the open.
It helps to have quieter conversations about some of the issues so that, as the president said, when an agreement is reached, first of all, we can get there, and then we all get into the boat at the same time so it doesn't tip over.
As for any future political ambitions for Governor Christie, he denies having any interest in running for president in 2012. In Washington, I'm Samantha Hayes.
A government commission on the causes of the financial crisis explained their final conclusions on Capitol Hill today. The 10-member panel could not agree on the causes and issued 3 different reports. One was backed by the 6 Democratic members, 3 Republicans backed the second conclusion, and another Republican backed his own report. The members testified before the House Financial Services Committee, and some Republicans on the House committee criticized the commission for not reaching a single unifying opinion. The chair on the panel defended the separate reports, saying that there were many areas of agreement among the 9 out of 10 commissioners.
Christie denies any plans for a White House run in 2012, but he does have some advice for the current administration. The Republicans slammed President Obama's priorities during a speech at the Conservative American Enterprise Institute in Washington.
All right, coming up in sports right now, we're going to have your Oswego recap. Big night in sports. Last night, the Oswego men's basketball team was playing. Big win against New Paltz, the Hawks. It was a really good win. I'm Jonathan Kahn. The basketball team reached another impressive mark last night. The number 1 ranked team in the East reached the 20-win plateau last night. The Lakers dropped the New Paltz Hawks 68-57, with the bench playing another big role. The Lakers bench contributed 38 points, while the Eagles bench dive-bombed for only 9. The Lakers end their season at home this weekend against Brockport and Geneseo, with the SUNYAC playoffs right around the corner. That's all for sports. I'll have a little bit more coming up in a bit. Let's send it back to the desk.
The Hannibal High School drama production for this season is A Little Shop of Horrors. The musical features a score written by Academy-winning songwriter Alan Menken. He has written the scores for musicals such as Beauty and the Beast, as well as the movie Tangled. Performances are scheduled for March 3rd and 4th, both starting at 7 p.m. The final performance is scheduled for 1 p.m. on March 5th. All shows are at Kenny Middle School.
An Oswego County man has been imprisoned after being accused for stealing firearms and computer hardware. 20-year-old Dustin Buccino was arrested for stealing from a Hastings residence. Buccino is charged with criminal possession of stolen property and criminal possession of a weapon in the 4th degree. The items were found at Buccino's residence in the village of Pulaski. Buccino, is currently being held at the Oswego County Correctional Facility on $100,000 cash bail.
The Department of Public Works will determine if any revisions should be made before next winter. For at least 30 years, the city's code has contained an ordinance regarding the clearing of snow from walkways. The ordinance in Oswego was changed in October to provide more time for property owners to complete the task of clearing snow from the sidewalks. The amendment even contained a new exclusion for property owners whose sidewalks are next to the curb. But at Monday's Common Council meeting, the mayor and councilors heard from 2 residents who are still frustrated by the ordinance and its enforcement.
I'll let you know if it'll be warm enough for shorts when you get back from the break. You're watching WTOP 10.
So excited, sky rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight.
I think you got it.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the 2nd season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
Let's turn over this log. Yeah. Whoa! I like the brown wiggly one.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Go to discovertheforest.org.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
And now we're going to take a look at your campus news. Galen Dance will break boundaries in a display of color, kinetics, and culture. On Friday, the performance of I Can See Myself in Your Pupil will be put on at SUNY Oswego. The Oswego presentation will begin at 7:30 p.m. in Tyler Hall's Waterman Theater. Juilliard graduate Andrea Miller's New York-based company has been hailed for morphing physicality and technical virtuosity in its productions. Tickets for the performance are $20 or $15 for seniors 60 and up, as well as SUNY Oswego faculty and staff. Tickets are only $7 for SUNY Oswego students. Tickets will be available at all SUNY Oswego box office locations, and parking is free in on-campus lots on the weekends and evenings.
Gallam Artistic Director Miller has been a dancer with the Israeli ensemble Bashava. This class explores how inspiration translates into the creation of movement and composition, the ideal workshop for anyone interested in dance composition. The class is free with a SUNY Oswego ID and $15 for all other dancers. Enrollment is limited to 30. For any questions, call 312-4581.
Rapper, reality TV star, and now Iowa restaurant owner Flavor Flav is going back to school, and he wants you and me to watch. He's pitching a new reality show highlighting the ups and downs of his venture to earn a high school diploma. But as Christy Mengenthal reports, not everyone is happy about the idea.
It's the buzz after the bell. Flavor Flav wanting to bring reality TV to Clinton High School.
A whole bunch of students have talked about it, and there's just a big thing going around.
Such tiny town. We don't really even like it here, so why would he come, you know?
The rapper turned restaurateur aiming for his high school diploma after dropping out of school in the 10th grade.
I want this show to be able to influence people my age that if you dropped out of high school when you were young, it's never too late to go back to get your diploma.
But reaction to the show, to be called Flavor Flav Goes Back to High School, are mixed from both the district and students.
Most likely put us on the map, and if we don't do it, someone else will.
I don't think it's a good idea. It's just going to start unnecessary drama.
The clock-wearing TV star says he wants his show to be positive for the Clinton School District, willing to pay students after class to film the show and encourage them to stay in school.
There's not a lot of people that dropped out of high school that was as fortunate and as lucky as me to make it into the entertainment business and make big bulks of money.
While members of the Clinton School District have said a reality show could make the school money, they aren't sure at what price. Now, only time will tell if Flavor Flav will become a Clinton High School graduate.
If not Clinton, then it'll have to be another school if they let me shoot it there. I'm just looking for a high school where I can shoot my show in.
And now here's a look at your full forecast with Tara Hecky.
Thanks, Alex. I'm meteorologist Tara Hecky. Let's take a look at our almanac for the day. We started off pretty cold at 10 degrees, but we warmed up all the way to 40 degrees. That's pretty above average for our time now. And we reached our record in 1954 was at 63 degrees. We had no preset for today, and our sunset was at 5:37. Taking a look at our local temperatures, we see 39 in Boylston, 35 in Oswego, 39 down in Hamilton, and 36 down in Fulton. Our New York State weather, we had a tie for our lows. It was 27 in Plattsburgh and Glens Falls. Our high, as usual, New York City at 47. And down at the other end of the state, we had 41 in Buffalo and 41 in Jamestown. Seeing our weather tap radar, no rain, no precip that we have to worry about right now, but that's not true for our forecast later. Our satellite showing mostly cloudy skies throughout our region, but that won't stay for too long. Our future cast for overnight, we see are mostly cloudy skies, but here's that precip that will be affecting us. Thursday morning, again, heavier clouds for us, and our precip is on its way. It'll probably hit Buffalo around 8 a.m. Okay, and then, like I said, our showers will hit in the afternoon tomorrow. It shouldn't be too bad for showers, but it will be light to moderate at times. Okay, tonight, temperature around 33 with mostly cloudy skies, a pretty average night, and we're going to have light winds from the south. Thursday, light showers, 45 degrees. Our snow will begin to melt, so we'll have plenty of puddles to jump in. I know I love wearing my rain boots. Showers more towards the afternoon, light to moderate, and our winds are southeast from 5 to 10. Thursday night, our temperatures will stay around 45 because of our cloudiness throughout the day. Still with the light showers, and our winds are south, continuing at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Friday is going to be a very weird day. We are going to get our taste of spring, 50 degrees, but a cold front is going to come through, and our temps are going to drop overnight, producing a very dangerous wintry mix with high winds. It's going to be very dangerous as we're going out on the town like normal Oswego students, so please be careful. And here's my extended forecast. Like I said, Thursday will be warm. Friday, that weird day with our wintry mix. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, pretty cold temperatures, and maybe we'll get some light snow showers.
So I guess the question that I had, looking at, that's 50 degrees, 45, 50 degrees.
I know.
Now, how is Mr. Frosty going to cope with that?
Guys, it's no more Mr. Frosty.
No more. He's going to be gone?
He is.
He
will melt.
Yeah, you might be able to make a snowman out of flurries, but I mean,
Katie and I, we were going to sign the adoption papers. It was going to be fun.
I know. We were going to be the parents of Mr. Frosty.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay, though. I want the 50-degree weather, though. I can't complain.
I'm going to see shorts in Oswego.
I'm actually taking a trip out to Buffalo this weekend. But I'm happy that it's going to be raining and not snowing, because
Exactly.
for anyone that has a front-wheel drive car, you do not want it to be snowing at all.
All right. Now we'll send it over to Jonathan Kahn with sports.
All right. Coming up with sports, we're going to have more Albert Pujols. We'll have some interesting stuff coming out of Notre Dame, and Michael Vick cancels on a very, very, very big prominent star. I'll have all of that and more when we come back from the break, but first, here's your late night menu.
I like the green, crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Go to discovertheforest.org.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Got a good thing going, and I don't wanna see it. Oh, no, no, no.
Hi, we're Real Big Fish.
And you're watching WTOP 10.
Like the number.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the second season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
Six representatives announced on Wednesday their amendment to preserve the almost $450 million that Republicans want to cut from public broadcasting. Under their plan, all federal funding to the Corporation for Public Broadcasting would be eliminated. New York Democratic Representative Paul Tonko, Bill Owens, and Nita Lowey are all among those who are in favor for public broadcasting. Tonko called the proposal cut, quote, drastically extreme and painfully irresponsible.
One assemblyman wants the United States to stop printing bills. Republican Assemblyman Jim Tedisco of Schenectady does not want bills to be printed because there are thousands of them, and by law, the paper copies must be kept on the desks of the members for public review. Tedisco claims this could save up to $26 million. And now let's swing it over to Jonathan Kahn for all of your sports updates.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jonathan Kahn, and here's what's making headlines in your sports world. The MLB trade deadline is months away, but for one superstar, his deadline came and went today with no changes. Cardinals first baseman Albert Pujols is in the last year of his current deal and wanted a new one by the start of spring training. Now it seems the three-time MVP will become a free agent at the end of the season. Cardinals chairman William DeWitt Jr. said, quote, "We are greatly disappointed at the outcome. We will revisit it again following the 2011 season, at which time we will again make every effort to keep him as a Cardinal." A Notre Dame quarterback is leaving the Fighting Irish for a school where his name has a little more synonymous. Montana is leaving for Montana. Confused? So was his Hall of Fame quarterback and Notre Dame alumnus Joe Montana when his son said he was transferring out. Junior Nate Montana has confirmed he will be wearing a University of Montana jersey when the 2010-2011 season starts. Nate was second on the Fighting Irish depth charts and will see tremendous playing time next season. And finally, the newly tagged Eagles quarterback Michael Vick canceled his appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Vick's representative says he had to cancel due to personal business. The topic of discussion was to be about Vick's time in prison and his recent works with the Humane Society. In a statement, Vick said, quote, "I admire and respect Oprah and hope to be able to participate in an interview in the future." That's all for sports. I'm Jonathan Kahn. Now let's send it back over to the desk.
And when we come back, we'll look at the lighter side of the news.
But first, take a look at your community calendar.
At 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Side of the news. A Pennsylvania teen proves with a little determination you can defy the odds. Plus, nothing but net from across the river. The video you have to see to believe is coming up next.
Comedian Conan O'Brien has commented on a story that National Public Radio reported on finding the secret ingredient to Coca-Cola.
This is strange. NPR's This American Life reported they may have stumbled upon the secret formula to Coca-Cola. Yeah. Surprising thing is the secret ingredient is Pepsi. Let's stir it in. No one saw that coming.
It's man versus machine on a popular trivia show. An IBM supercomputer named Watson tied with one of three competitors on Monday night on Jeopardy! It was $3,000 ahead of the others. The computer gets clues through digital text and juggles dozens of lines of reasoning at once to come up with its answer. Contestant Ken Jennings says Watson is a tough opponent.
You can't psych that guy out. It's never going to get cocky. It's never going to get stage fright. It's just implacable. It's like the Terminator. It just keeps coming.
And in other news, we are about to show you a video about a flip goes wrong at the Grammys, a dunk defies gravity, and a dog works out on a treadmill. The latest video and stories that will have you talking are coming up now in Take a Look at This. dancer does a flip off the stage while Justin Bieber performs at the Grammy Awards. But take a second look. The dancer doesn't complete the flip and lands on his side and grabs his back in pain. But as they say in show business, the show must go on. From one bad jump to one amazing jump, watch as Blake Griffin of the LA Clippers turns into Superman as he flies through the air and delivers a two-hand dunk over the Toronto Raptors defense. This is traffic control. You're clear to take off. And trying to work off those extra pounds, this Boston Terrier in Des Moines gets on the treadmill twice a day, 10 minutes in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. Her owner, 86-year-old Bud Carley, wanted a workout partner and decided to get the pint-sized pup to run alongside on a treadmill. But don't deny Miss Casey her workout.
She'd be tearing up the place, running back and forth from one corner of the apartment to the other.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Nicole Collins.
And now we're going to head it over to Tara Hecky for our last look at the weather. Tara, I believe that you have a shout out for a special someone of yours, don't you?
Yes, it's my father's birthday today, and he is watching from Hot Springs, Arkansas. So happy birthday, Dad. But there's our Class Day forecast. We're going to be warming up throughout the day. It's going to be a pretty nice one, but it's still going to be raining towards our afternoon lunchtime. So pretty decent day. Maybe a touch of spring in there.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, mid 40s.
So it's going all the way from 30-some degrees to 45. So all this snow, I hope that this snow it just melts and goes away and I can forget about it.
And then we can pull out the flip-flops and shorts and wear our spring gear. Yeah, your feet might get muddy.
Yeah.
So Tara, is unfortunately Frosty's not going to be with us tomorrow?
He will not be.
He will not be with us?
Mr.
Going on
Frosty.
vacation, correct, for the summer?
Darn.
Heading to Florida.
Heading to Florida? That's even worse. I couldn't even think of that.
Alex, I take it you saw that Blake Griffin dunk that we just saw?
I did, yeah. That was intense.
Calling him super. I think Dwight Howard, usually they call him Superman, but apparently
Superman, Superfly, it's
anything
all.
He does, that's absolutely. I honestly think we need to check his shoes for springs, because maybe, I'm just saying maybe, if you put springs on my shoes, I might be able to do that.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm not
on anyone's shoes.
On anyone's shoes, maybe.
On anyone's
8
shoes.
feet instead of 10.
That's true.
I mean, I could do 9 feet. You could do 8. That's just me.
Or if they put the hoop on the moon, there's less gravity there.
Yeah.
I
could do 10.
It would be done. We're gonna start the Moon Basketball League.
I'm sensing a battle royale here.
A little bit.
A little bit between the guys here.
Well, as
right,
we know,
Tara?
blue is a better color. Blue is a better color than yellow.
Oh, here we go. Oh boy. And it starts.
Tara, is that warm weather? Are we going to see it the rest of the week, or is it just going to be, or the rest of the weekend? Excuse me. Or are we going to see it a little bit in the upcoming week as well?
Well, Friday is going to be that weird day. Remember, we're going to hit 50, but then a cold front's coming through and dropping down our temperatures.
Yeah, I saw on your graphics. You had the rain and you had the snow. You had just a smorgasbord of everything that the Great Lakes could kick on over to us.
Yes.
I mean, that's crazy.
I think whoever's in control of the weather just has one of those little boards. He's just spinning around, throwing darts at it.
Okay.
And that will do it for us here at WTOP 10 News. For the 10 News team,
I'm Katie Husband.
I'm Jonathan Kahn.
I'm Tara Hecky.
And I'm Alex Resila. Thanks for stopping by tonight and have a better tomorrow.